everybody. I am here with my mom. Mom explosion.
Okay. The mother of all bombs.
Anyway, to make a very long story kind of short, my grandmother passed away earlier this year. It was both a big surprise and not a surprise at all, but basically what ended up happening is my cousin bought the house and needed to remove some things from it. So a lot of the things that my mother had been keeping there over the past years,
decades,
68 years worth of crap.
68 years, we have come back into possession of a lot of it. And one of those that I specifically asked my cousin to set aside because I wanted to have them back in the house was my mother's childhood doll collection. But my cousin put them aside and we were able to pick them up a couple weeks ago, and the majority of the collection rests in the suitcase. But I asked my mom to be here with me because I kind of wanted to know about them. You know, it's not my toys. I know all about mine. But I don't
we
really
can hold them up and go, oh wow, this one's really pretty, but we wouldn't know, like,
anything about them or where they came from or anything like that.
Or how they used to get played with or what they meant to our mom.
So I asked Mom to be in the video with me and she kindly said yes. I know you're not usually one much for in front of the camera, but...
Oh, but she does like attention.
I was on Zacherley's disco teen.
Okay.
I mean, you know, it was UHF.
Could you say that again?
Zacherley.
Zacherley's disco teen?
Yes, I was on it. I actually acted with him. I stuffed a cauliflower into a big mask. Like.
Oh, okay. I had a fear.
But anyway, with that, I'm gonna start opening up the suitcase. Karen, do you have something to...
Yeah, I want to preface this with, like, these are all pre-Barbie dolls.
Yes.
This is what life was like pre-Barbara Millicent Roberts. So you'll see dolls of different sizes and different shapes. But
and they're all...
you
several
won't
of them
see
are
a traditional fashion doll until a little later.
very fragile.
Very beautiful.
Very sweet.
This actually was lavender.
Oh!
So, yeah,
Fabric fading!
Well, they were stored in the attic because I couldn't let them go. But I
Her eyes close when she leans back.
Yeah.
She's got the sweetest face.
She
Like,
really is pretty.
I don't know. And
Yeah, she's in focus.
Yeah.
It has
Oh, and her
switched.
legs are like crossed. I don't know if they're supposed to be, but they were.
might fall off.
Yeah.
I don't know how
There's
she's
probably
held
an
together.
elastic that holds her arms
Yeah.
in and an elastic that holds her.
Unless there are just the fat joints. You know,
She
they
could have
come
pins,
to like
too.
balls or something.
Sometimes
I'm not gonna
don't
bother
let-
taking off because the fabric is very fragile and very delicate, as with
But
her
it's
hair.
not stained, which is nice.
Is her hair rooted?
Her hair is glued.
No.
Okay,
It will
so
be a
it's
glued wig.
It's a glued wig. It's not rooted. I actually like her dress a lot because it reminds me of Princess Serenity. You can kind of see up in the back over there.
That actually really does.
I really didn't name too many of my dolls because when you name them, they are something, and they can't change if their names are, if their names are named. So you can't do that. But she was a gift for Christmas one year. My parents really didn't go in for the doll of the hour or the doll of the year. I would just get dolls, and I had 63 of them.
Oh wow.
I
Okay.
had 63 dolls.
We don't have 63 currently, but
There were a few that tragically were lost when we were kids.
Yeah.
I mean, there have been... Grandma's house was flooded several times.
yeah, and this
So
is
we
just so
lost
you can
things to
see
that.
that her hair, the curls in the back.
Mm-hmm. It's styled beautifully. And you
Should have
didn't.
seen her
There
when
you go,
she was
John.
new.
Your girl for John Cena.
And then I think we're gonna go over. I'm just picking them up randomly.
There's 3 little ones that I think are about this from the same line. There's
These
a
3
nurse, There's a
No,
that
not
one.
her.
There's a cowgirl, a nurse, and someone else.
Oh,
And
God,
Mary
this is
Hartline.
somebody's head. That looks like it matches this collection.
Yeah, there was a boy.
Okay, so then we've got these 3 sweet
Yeah.
little.
Mom, could you hold her up a little bit
Yeah.
more?
Sweet little friends.
They all have beautiful faces and clothing. The thing that I can't get enough of is the quality of the clothing.
This was the 50s. Okay, you want the story behind these?
Please.
Absolutely.
The first supermarket in Bound Brook was the Acme. And it was, there's a restaurant there now and a shoe repair and it was the first supermarket.
There.
Yeah.
That was
across from the pharmacy.
Yeah.
And
across
that was where we went
Oh.
grocery shopping. And these dolls were purchased as they came out weekly. There, I had several others. I had
there was a Native American girl, I
an
believe.
Italian doll.
Yeah, they were kind of
a nun. There was a nun.
Yes, there was a nun.
Yes, there was.
There
a
Yeah,
nun.
is-
those were the ones that we unfortunately broke when
I
we were
have
little.
no
There
idea.
is a boy's head.
That's either a boy's head or that might have been the nun who would have had a habit on,
That's
Could
true.
have been, could have
and they wouldn't have bothered putting on hair.
She does have they do have red lips.
Yeah, so it's
Um,
likely.
Oh, goodness.
Mom said that she didn't have boy dolls aside from one we'll see later and a baby.
All right, now, I don't know how to say this to people who aren't my age, but when I was growing up, even in high school, there were 3, maybe 4 professions that we could look forward to going into. There was a hairstylist, there was a nurse, there was, I'm forgetting what they were.
Teacher.
A teacher
And secretary.
and a secretary. And this doll was an exception. She is Mary Hartline. You can see there's a heart with a line through it. It says Mary. There was a circus show on TV with Claude Kirshner as the ringmaster. They showed cartoons. And she was on it, and I don't know why my mother got me this one, but she did. Now, this type of doll had another purpose. When girls on my street got married, somebody would take one of these dolls and put a gorgeous gown on it, and they would stick it on the hood of the car. So that was part of the wedding.
Oh, God.
Part of the wedding thing.
Yeah.
And they had to drive very slowly. But I remember being much more impressed by the doll on the hood of the car than by the bride.
But so she had different jobs and she could be other things, Mary Hartline? Or?
No, Mary Hartline was
Mary
this
Hartline
person
was a person. Okay, so
that was
those dolls aren't all Mary Hartline?
No. They were whatever they were supposed to be. But this one in particular was an actual character.
Oh, okay, so the dolls were all based on a cowgirl, a nurse, a teacher,
Yes.
a
You
nun,
couldn't
and then
look forward to
here's
being
the celebrity doll,
Yeah.
Mary Hartline.
You could
Okay.
You could not look forward to being a television star because they were you might as well try to be the queen because they were so high above us in the scope of the world. Celebrities were not as big a thing back then, and you didn't know their every move and their clothes they wore and the
Nobody
perfume they
knew
wore.
Rock Hudson was gay.
Well, yeah. Okay, now this
we
one.
got her. She's actually got underpants on.
She's a fake Ginny doll. Ginny dolls, of course, were the brand doll, and I couldn't get that because there was probably $1 more. But this one, they had dolls in every color, like flowers, and I picked one with yellow hair because at least I thought it was semi-natural.
So they had
her.
pink ones? And...
Yeah.
Oh,
She's
that one's so
articulated.
sweet.
She can move her
she's
arms.
got her arms can move. Her legs are. I don't want to move them too much because
Yeah,
I
you
am
don't
afraid
wanna-
of breaking the joints because they are, older. But she's cute. I
mean, the reason
they're
I'm
all
afraid
so
of breaking
cute.
the joints is because I know from experience that we broke 1 or 2 of them when we were really, really little. And I know that Mike
Really,
and Joe broke one of Uncle Art's G.I. Joes.
I
and he
have
was
something to
not
add
happy.
about
The Ginny?
the
fake
Ginny?
Ginny doll. Yeah. My
let me grab her again.
My favorite uncle
Uncle
of
Gene
the moment,
or Uncle Lefko?
Uncle Lefko, married a young woman who was cool. She was cool, And she got me a Madame Alexander doll. So this doll had a playmate.
Oh,
I
Is it the
still
same
have
scale?
her. Yes, I still have her along with my Shirley Temple doll. But she's kind of
She's
away right now. She's
yeah,
away right now.
She's away. She's on vacation.
Yeah. So the next
Mount St.
one,
Closet.
she looks like a dancer.
Ah, she's
She was a
Nina
ballerina.
Ballerina. This is Nina Ballerina. Now, if you hold up one of her hands, she doesn't have her ballet slippers.
Sorry.
anymore. But
It's okay, your feet are off camera.
That's
You might
Nina Ballerina. And if you hold up one arm, you can get her legs to move so she walks.
I don't want to play with it too much.
Yeah,
because
it
will-
will
Just,
be.
it just goes like this, but it's no big whoop.
Oh, okay, I can see.
It looks like she was rigged to move around.
Yeah.
You know, like a dancer. Like that was her. Oh, yeah, her head definitely turns when you move her legs.
But if you look, her face is rubber sort
Yeah.
of,
Yeah.
and her body is hard.
Yeah, that's. She
That
does have
is
a
not
slight
uncommon, even
sticky
today.
stain on her upper lip, unfortunately.
You know, there was
But you know
another
what?
doll
It's-
in this suitcase who, it was a baby doll. His name was Johnny. He was very sweet and wonderful. But he had
apart.
like a thin rubber skin, maybe even latex, over like foam and sawdust stuffing. So that he was like a soft, squidgy baby doll. But over the course of
body
almost
was-
70 years, he crisped up a little bit, and unfortunately he broke apart. And we had to say goodbye.
Oh, wait a minute. Here's the boy.
Oh, it was a groom!
It was a groom. I did have a bride, but
Okay. That was not on camera, so you're going to have to hold them
yeah,
up
so
a
this
little
was.
bit more.
Um,
There's the groom. We could probably fix him with a little bit of glue. That is such cute clothing.
very nicely tailored. Like, I mean, it's a little smudgy right now.
Yeah, he's got some
Ooh,
stuff.
bye.
He's got some of the stuffing that unfortunately we lost from Johnny.
But they're so cute.
That is really, really exquisite clothing.
I was the first girl born in the family. And my Uncle Max went out and bought me a savings bond and a doll, a beautiful doll in a yellow dress. And I named her Virginia. I don't know why. That's Little Miss Revlon's.
This one.
Yeah.
Go in the
Little
back
Miss
there?
Revlon?
Okay. Well, we'll come back to that one. Now these two
They're a set.
are a
Yeah,
set.
and they're
So
very
Here,
interesting.
you snag him.
You're gonna have to hoist them.
Yeah, and
Brush
I'll
them off
bring-
a little bit and
I'll bring her up.
yeah, we can't see the feet yet, so you're really gonna have to
Okay.
turn
So
to the side a little bit.
yeah, bring.
These came from the Netherlands. My Uncle Gene, my other favorite uncle,
Really interesting guy.
was a
Amazing.
merchant marine.
Amazing guy, merchant marine.
And he bought these dolls for me. I was the first, as I said, I was the first niece. And he got these for me. She did have a white Dutch cap on, and God knows what happened to them. It just fell off or something. I don't know.
Well, I know that they were in the cellar
Yeah.
for a while, so any number of things could have happened.
Flooding animals.
But they do have like wooden
Yeah,
clogged,
they've got like actual wooden
feet.
clogged feet.
so they're very, very cute, and they match. If you could get the yeah.
I
there
used
you
to
go.
have them on my dresser, one on either side of the mirror to be,
Yeah,
you know,
bookends.
because they were a pair, the only pair of dolls I ever got. But Uncle Gene did buy sets of these for all the other nieces, only they were half the size. I got the big ones.
Well,
I was first.
you were first, and you were also his darling.
I don't know about that.
Oh
Well, that worked really well when you were
But, yeah,
using
so
your
you-
psychic niece to bet on horses.
I tell that story all the time, actually.
It's
yeah?
my
Every
favorite
time I go to the
story.
racetrack. And then the
John
last
Mountain
one in
Babies.
this box.
These are her shoes.
Yes.
No shit.
Yeah, she's complete.
Alright, so this right here.
I'm gonna try to get
This
these
was a
shoes.
name doll, and I wanted her so badly because she was so beautiful. This is
Oh, that dress is
Miss-
spectacular.
Miss Revlon.
Look at her face. face.
I don't know how many years they had these dolls out, but I got this for Christmas.
Revlon is still Revlon
Yeah,
Cosmetics.
Revlon
It
is
still
still-
exists,
And look at this beautiful hat.
and it's perfectly just. It's funny because the flowers on the hat
Have not faded.
They look new,
Yeah, it's weird.
but they're
And
not.
I do
new. They're
apologize that we haven't been able to, like, clean them up too much. So she looks a little schmutzy, but...
Okay, when we
She
moved,
has tonenail polish on.
well,
And fingernail
Revlon,
polish.
Revlon,
Yeah.
and I believe she has a girdle on.
Oh.
Because everybody wore a girdle. No, she doesn't. But she used to have one. She used to have a girdle because
For decency's sake.
women wore girdles, skinny, fat, whatever. They wore.
It was
girdles.
just a part of what
The
you wore under your
design
clothes.
of the dress
It's so
is
beautiful,
so
isn't it?
stunning. Like, even,
Yep.
however many years on. Like, I mean, obviously, you can tell the color has been faded.
I was about 8 when I got her, so that would bring it out to, do the math, somebody, 1956.
Oh, true.
Yeah, I did it
She's
wrong.
just...
Isn't she gorgeous?
She
She's
is
so pretty. I mean,
spectacular.
it looks like she's had some pen markings on her face.
Not from me.
No, clearly
No, and not from us, but
I did get a Shirley Temple doll. Shirley Temple, as an adult, had a television show called Fairy Tale Theater, and she always had these gorgeous gowns on. She's an adult, Shirley Temple, and we all knew who Shirley Temple
Shirley
was.
Temple was little in the 30s,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So
But,
yeah, she's grown up in the 50s.
They came out with another doll. Now she had a doll when she was a little kid, and she had this doll. If you
She was
pause-
Annie, right?
No.
No.
If you pause the camera, I will go and look for Shirley.
All
Okay,
right.
we'll be right back. So, unfortunately, Shirley's still a little missing. We haven't been able to find her. But there is one last doll that I wanted to show you guys from Mom's collection, for lack of a better word.
The doll that changed literally everything.
This is a 1959 swimsuit Barbie.
Yep.
An original.
She's original.
Her
Her.
hair's a little
Matted.
messed up.
No, but it's almost perfect.
Yeah.
It hasn't been screwed around with. It hasn't been pulled out of the ponytail.
I was
so.
old when I got this. I was 11 when I got this, and my baby brother had just been born, or was about to be born. And I said, well, I want it because it's brand new and it's cool and wonderful. So they agreed to get me, for Christmas, they got me a Barbie doll and one outfit. Pink Plantation, which I do have, and I know exactly where it is, in my bottom drawer of my dresser. But I had the one outfit, so Barbie could either go swimming or,
Go for a day
like a
walk.
picnic.
picnic on a plantation.
But
You know, all those
the,
plantations that we have around here in New Jersey.
Totally. But it's interesting to see the difference between, say, Barbie and then
Pick up
Miss
Mary
Miss Rev-
Hartline,
Mary Hartline is back here.
because that's another like playline doll.
Yeah.
So
This obviously the size, the eyes are completely different. Barbie's hair is rooted. This is not rooted. This is wig and glued.
But wait,
If
you look at Miss Revlon, she has,
a grown-up's body.
sort of.
yeah, so this is I think is a better equivalent,
Yeah,
Miss Revlon to Barbie.
but even at that, like all of the dolls were so childlike because they were for children. And I know that one of the things that creator of Barbie, whose name Elyse will put in the editing, Elyse will post right now.
Thank you, future Elyse. I love you.
So that she always thought that her daughter would like to play with a doll that was a grown-up because they were playing weddings and going to work and all sorts of stuff. And
But anyway, Mom, thank you so much for letting me share these with the internet, with all you out there in internet land. This is something really special, and I'm glad that we had the chance to do this.
Well, then I had dolls. Real dolls.
Real human, awful children. Yeah.
Baby,
Yeah, now look at us.
baby dolls.
You know what? We were dressed really well.
Yes, you were.
I had this
Impeccably.
one outfit, and it was like a white sweater with a red rose on it.
We got a picture
and
of
like
it.
a
I'll
little
pop it
skirt. I adored that. In my mind, I'm like, this is class.
But, like, yeah, thank you so much. And thank you all for watching this, you know, a little bit of a... It's a little different. I mean, obviously, I do the toy stuff. But this is a little bit different from what I usually do. And I'm glad to be able to share it with you guys.
Question of the day. What was your first toy?
The first one you can remember playing with. I think for me, I don't know exactly what it was, but the first ones I remember physically holding in my hand, we had Wizard of Oz action figures.
Yes.
And I remember the Glinda.
Glinda, because she had molded feet on the bottom of her molded skirt.
And I remember, because I guess it
I
must
think
have
we
been
got
like a
those for Christmas
50th,
in 1989.
like a 40th or 50th anniversary of the movie or something like that. And there was a big, when everything got re-released, that's what we had. And we, you know, obviously we watched it a lot. We loved the movie as kids, and Mom is still kind of
a fan.
A fan.
47 times.
For someone who can't watch a movie like twice, that's a big
That's
deal.
saying something.
And that Godzilla she can watch pretty regularly.
But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're interested in more doll videos, I will link a video that's very special to me, in which we rerouted and did a whole bunch of stuff with my American Girl doll to make her look a little bit more like me. So you guys can check that one out after this. My social media links are in the description below.
Mom's social media links will be in the description below.
Yes, check out my mom on Amazon.
Mom is
She's
an
an author. She obviously doesn't go by Mom Explosion, but you'll find out.
She's on Facebook. She's got a wonderful blog.
If you'd like to see more toy videos, click the little subscribe button, hit the little bell. If you want to stay in the know, the bell's the way to go. Thank you all so very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Later!
Bye-bye.